So I'd like you to stop for a minute and really turn your heads and take a look at the people in this room. Take a look at the people in this room, because we have a vision for Maryland. The people in this room have a vision for Maryland and the kind of Maryland that we want our children to inherit. And it begins by investing in a 21st century economy and by educating our children to manage it. We are a small state. Maryland is a small state, but we have big advantages. We have the best trained, best educated, most skilled workforce in the nation. Our K through 12 schools and our colleges and universities are second to none. And these are connected for a reason. These are absolutely connected for a reason. Our economic growth, now and in the future, depends on our ability to compete for the high-paying jobs in the knowledge-based economy. And our competitiveness is going to depend on our ability to prepare our children for that world. We're not going to get to the top. We're not going to find success by underbidding or outmuscling everyone else. We're going to do it because we will do it smarter, we will be more innovative, and we will do it faster and better than anybody else. That's what Maryland is about. And Maryland's future is also going to be about building sustainable communities. We face interrelated and seemingly intractable challenges, from global climate change to a housing market that's depressed to insufficient infrastructure throughout our state. And yet, in each and every one of these cases lies opportunities. We're going to build turbines on our Atlantic coast and solar panels on our house instead of pipelines to oil and coal power, okay? And we're going to lay transit lines and re-engage our, renegotiate and re-engineer our streets for cars, pedestrians, and bikes, instead of building more toll highways and bridges to nowhere. And we're going to invest in our existing communities instead of continuing to pave acre after acre of precious farmland that exists in Maryland. And to meet these challenges, we also have to be healthy. Of course, I'm going to talk a little bit about healthcare before I wrap up. Thanks to the health reform package that President Obama and the Congress passed, we're going to be able to do that. But it's going to be up to the states to make it work. So much has been left to us to decide, how are we going to implement this? And we need to ensure that our public health programs move into the 21st century. We have to assure that our insurance companies are going to play by the rules, and that we work harder, smarter, and more creative to lower our healthcare costs and improve the quality. But there's no secret that my professional life has been very much passionate about healthcare. And I'm going to continue. My promise to you is to continue to try to be at the forefront of pushing for innovation on how we implement this grand new opportunity that we have from health reform. But health insurance alone isn't going to be able to keep us healthy. We have to give people the opportunity to make good decisions about their own health, on how to exercise more, eat less, how to stop smoking. And as a state government, we have to do our part to improve air and water quality and to make sure products are safe for consumers. And finally, if we're going to realize all of this potential, we need to continue sustaining and strengthening our democracy. After years of effort, we must pass public financing for General Assembly campaigns. And the delays in bringing the optical scan voting machines online has to end, okay? And the General Assembly has to work to recommit itself and the Board of Public Works to greater transparency. We're going to pass the Maryland Open Government Act. And strengthening our democracy also means making sure that all Marylanders are treated equally. It means that same-sex couples are going to secure marriage equality, right, honey? And it means that transgender Marylanders are going to be free from discrimination. And it also means that first and second generation Marylanders are free from harassment and are able to go out and get good jobs and go to schools and universities and contribute back to our community in the way that is their dream as well. This is the Maryland that we're building. This is the Maryland that we're building together. And when I think back on all the moments in the last 4 years, casting my first ballot in September and then again in November, getting sworn in Annapolis with my family by my side, passing my first bill, the most true and authentic moment that always comes back to me was the day after election when I went to stand at the Metros to thank everyone. Thank everyone who walked by me, whether they voted for me or not, to tell them how important it was, how much I appreciated their trust in me. And so I'm going to end where I began. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the honor of serving you. Thank you for the privilege of representing you in Annapolis. And I stand before you today very humbly to ask for your continued support for another 4 years. Thank you very much.